Hello dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, back to my channel, and as you can see it's a bonus video from me to the holiday destination series. It's an episode 4, and in this bonus episode we are going to do a really nice flight, a bit longer one than all the other ones. We are here at Budapest and we will going to travel all the way down to Egypt. To be exact, we are traveling down to Marsha Alama this morning, and in this same video the flight is looking like that. We are going down to Marsha Alama, we are going to land there, we will do some kind of a turnaround stuff, so not turnaround actually, we will like deboard some passengers who booked their flights to Marsha Alama, but from Marsha Alama we are going to jump back to Hurghada. So that's going to be real fun. That's why I wanted to do this bonus video, since when I saw this flight operating like this, I was right away I was thinking that I have to make a video out of it, because it's really interesting, I guess. So yeah, down to Marsha Alama first, and in this same video we are going to jump up to Hurghada, and then I will cut this series, because I think that 4 episodes is enough of this, and hopefully soon I am able to show you some prepared version 4 videos, since there is since we are here in the middle of July, and I will get my salary at the end of July, and I will able to buy my new video card, and I will install every version 4 things I want. So just real quick presentation for you. So as you can see, Oscar Kilo Tango Victor Lima for the airplane, LH Simulations Budapest, sadly with the static jetways, and yeah, our approximately flight time is around 4 hours, maybe a bit less. So let's say between three and a half and between 4 hours flight time, depending on the weather, up at 350, carrying the PMDG plane in a fully loaded version, but since the normal plane has 189 passenger capability, PMDG one also only have 147. So yeah, 147 people or passengers and their cargo. And on the Hurghada part, I did not plan it forward. I will plan that flight like when I'm in the cruise, so I will come up with something, but not too much passengers for Hurghada. I think maybe that's going to be below 100, so yeah, or maybe I will cut the passengers in half. Not exactly in half, but yeah, so 147 divided by 2, so yeah, so half of our passengers are staying at Marsha Alama, and the other half will travel to Hurghada. So yeah, flight time I told you, plane I told you, and yeah, for the sceneries I will use the FSDG's Marsha Alama. It's a really nice scenery, I tested it out yesterday evening. And the other one, the Hurghada, the Simbreeze Hurghada version 2. So yep, and yeah, that's all for the introduction, and I hope you guys will like the bonus video, since I think this flight is really nice. So yeah, as you can see, boarding completed, and I will see you on the takeoff roll and some sort. So here we are, closing into runway 31 left, which is the active runway here at Budapest again. And I forgot to mention in the introduction that the flight is 705216, and our call sign is Travel Service 5216. So yeah, it's not Sky Travel, since we are Travel Service Hungary today, although we are in in the Czech registrational plane. But yeah, the flight is operated by Travel Service Hungary. So yep, here we are holding point Alpha 2, runway 31 left, turning off taxi lights and stuff like this. And also I'm flying on IVAO. And yep, huge V2 speeds. Actually the N1 is 98.8 N1. So huge. And we are not carrying cargo today, only the fuel we have in here and only the passengers' bags. Since we are doing the since we are doing the flights to these wonderful holiday destinations. So yeah, lining up right now. Okay, I'm just going to let it roll a little bit, and yeah, 40% with the thrust manually. Let it stabilize and toga right away. Oh, huge power from those CFM 56-7Bs. Ooh, damn. Okay, huge acceleration, 80 knots, checked. Okay, it's 98.0, okay. Rotate.
V2.
Just really slow rotate. Okay, positive rate gear up. Good, there was Terminal 1, and here is the cargo hill. Another spotter place here in Hungary, or here at Budapest airport. Okay, ditch up, flaps up, speed. Okay, nav gear off. Okay, there is climb power kicking in, and there is Budapest. Sorry for the bad angle. Okay, so flying the Pusta 3 Delta. Now, sadly we don't have ATC today, or in this late morning. Actually, the real flight departs at 1:30 AM. So at really early morning flight in real life. Condensating, I don't know why. It's really hot outside. It's 28 degrees Celsius right now, and I don't. Yeah, I think it's basically based on the immersion effects are based on the angle of the plane and the speed, I guess. So not the weather conditions. Okay, so one can go up. Okay, and I'm going to engage the autopilot right away now and just do some vertical speeds. Retractable landing lights and the turn-offs can come back. And there you can see Budapest. My beautiful hometown and my beloved city. I really love this place. You know, okay, ditching up to the 250. Okay, flaps 1 can leave on right now. Okay, and now we can retract all our flaps. And after we reach the 7,000 feet here, we can do direct to Kerop. And I will wait for that execute. And 7,000, so direct Kerop. So wonderful. Damn, I didn't want to do that, sorry. I don't have presets for this aft wing use, so that's why I moved manually. So, that's all, ladies and gents. for the departure to Marsha Alama. It's a really nice Egyptian place. Yeah, so the scenery is quite nice. So hopefully you can see the how good the scenery is upon the approach. So yeah, enjoy this bonus video, and I will see you not very soon since it's a bit longer flight, but thanks to the power of editing, I will see you very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Really tailwind the flight, ladies and gentlemen. So hello again after like 2.5 or more hours. On our right there you can see the airport of beautiful Egypt, Marsha Alama, and so the route was pretty nice and pretty smooth, other than the weird winds here at Egypt for some reason, because there were some gusts and turbulence, or I don't know why. So we are doing the RNAV approach for runway 33, and we have to slow down the aircraft really, because since it's an RNAV approach, we have to try to hold the speeds. And yes, so runway 33, as you can see, sorry, I said wrong, it's 3 hours now, so not 2.5, it's 3 hours 2 minutes. And Yeah, on our right there is the airport. Now we are actually on the downwind, let's say, and now soon in 5.5 miles we are going to turn onto the base. Yeah, using flaps 30 today. Drag required. Okay, I extended the speed brakes, so the weather outside is really hot. It's 37 degrees Celsius. It's really dry. The UNH is really low, 1005. But yep, landing with flaps 30. But luckily the winds are okay here, so I just wanted to quickly mention it. And now we are actually turning on to the final very soon. Let's just look. Oh, now we are turning out. Look at the spoilers are out actually, so you can see them in action. Okay, so now we are on the base, and I will see you on the final approach, because that's the most interesting part for the flying. So on the base, extended down flaps 1 and then 5. We have to descend a bit now because the RNAV approach says we have to be 3000 feet here, but we are 1000 feet above right now. I'm trying to decelerate a bit and also try to descend down, but okay, I think it's going to be fine. So let's just decrease the descent rate a bit. And also I can extend flaps 10. Nice, really nice approach. As you can see, we are coming in from the Red Sea. It's really nice. Let's try to put back VNAV in. And there is the runway. Yep, we are a bit high of profile. Let's just correct it. With vertical speeds, it's on the speed brakes, by the way. Okay. Okay, so we just had to close the door a bit. Gear down and flaps 15. On with the lights. Good. Okay, let's double check. The VREF plus 5 is 149. Good. Perfectly on profile, but after 2000 feet we have to have to take over manual control. So yep, down to 149. Off with the flight director on this side. I'm going to leave the auto throttle in. And yeah, we are the RNAV approaches. Yeah, it's not to me. I would gladly do a VOR approach then. The RNAV is a bit strange for me. Okay, now we are in landing config. Good. I will probably do some photos for before the landing, so like this, but that's enough, because since we are really low, off with the auto throttle as well. Okay, but good and stable, so luckily no winds. Or we're going to keep the nose up, because since we are a bit low, actually the peppies, it's a bit like blurry for me, but I can see like 2 reds, 2 whites, so but according to the instruments we are a bit low. Okay, I'm getting a bit of out of speed.
Approaching minimum.
Okay, it's approaching minimums.
500.
Checked.
Minimum.
Landing stable. Okay.
300.
Yeah, we are a bit low. I think that's 4 reds.
200.
Yeah, 4 reds. Okay. I can keep it up, so not a problem. But the QNH is not 1005. Again. Okay, good. Try to aim for the touchdown zone.
40. 30. 20. 10.
And down. And speed brakes up, reversers normal. Welcome! Good. Decelerating. 60 knots, tow back the reverse. Oh, and we have some place here to turn back. Good, okay. Bit manual braking here. Good, now, okay, I didn't know that we have a place here to turn back. Okay, 3 hours 10 minutes, that's ahead schedule. So that's good, I'm happy with it. Good, now we are turning back onto the runway. Actually, I think I turned the wrong direction, but hey, I think there were enough space. Okay, so quick taxi in, and I will tell you something that is going to be still in this part of the episode, so I will ride back and see you on the parking position. So there we go, on stand 2-3 at Marsha Alama. We have to stop our engines. Good. Okay, so I also turned off the pitted heats right away, so yeah, APU is on. Let's turn the bleed on, turn off the fuel pumps, just leave the aft forward a bit, or the left aft on, yaw damper off, okay, and hydraulics can go off. Let's this back to the center. Request deboarding, reset the barrow. Good, we can turn off our anti-collision, and okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen, and oh sorry, the doors. So let's just kick here with the doors, open up them, and in this part, so the thing is, I told you at the beginning of the flight that it is an interesting one, because the plane from Budapest arrives here at Marsha Alama, and it's coming back with the call sign is 5217, so the 5217 is the return flight to Budapest, but first it stops at Hurghada, so that's what I'm going to do right now, and this video will end at Hurghada, so I'm not going to do a separate video. So this is the first leg, this is the longer one. Now we are deboarding half of our passengers. Actually, sadly I cannot adjust it in GSX to deboard only half of my passengers on board, but yeah, I'm just telling you that half of my passengers, so out of the 174, 87 will deboard, and yeah, so 87, so half of the plane is deboarding here at Marsha Alama, and the other half is coming to Hurghada actually. So or if I'm wrong, so there, I think there is two options. This video may be, yeah, so okay, just quick disclaimer guys, sorry I'm a bit like all over the place right now, let me just think a bit. So there can be two options, that from Budapest all of the passengers are deboarding here at Marsha Alama, and the passengers who are finished with their holidays here at Egypt is boarding the plane, and on the return flight to Budapest, we will land. The company lands at Hurghada and picks up more passengers. But I think there is both. Both can be the case. So let's just say that here half of my passengers are deboarding, and to Hurghada I am carrying 87 passengers. I will carry 87 passengers. There I'm going to land, and there in Hurghada there is going to be the end of the video. Oh, and yeah, I have to quickly mention that you on the top you see GSX is deboarding the passengers, and there you can see 162. Yeah, that's not correct. I have 174 passengers on board, but somehow GSX doesn't want to show the correct amount for me. So that's just another quick disclaimer. So yeah, doing the deboarding now, and yeah, so this video will going to end at Hurghada. So that's only a 106-mile trip back, and there I'm going to end the video in Hurghada, and there is going to be hopefully jetways where we park. So that's what I'm going to do. So and yep, so I will just cut the footage here, and basically yeah, do the second leg to Hurghada. So yeah, sorry, I'm a bit like all over the place right now, but that's how it is, that's how I am, so sorry for that. And yeah, let's just quickly continue this, because I have to like do some programmings and stuff, but I'm not going to show that to you. So see you once we are like on the taxi back to runway 33. So it's going to be fun, I guess. So here we are in front of runway 33. The plane got a little lighter than from the first leg. So start the clock right now. Turn on the lights. Actually, the taxi light is not needed. So, like 40 with the power manually. Let it stabilize. And Stoga. Good, so yeah, Hurghada, here we come. It's 80 knots.
V1.
And rotate.
Rotate V2.
Positive range, gear up. Nice little shadow. Okay. Arm on F straight away, gear off. Parking brake lock. What the hell? It's some kind of a really weird turbulence here. Okay, ditch up with the speed. Okay. Holy moly, what a climb rate. With passengers and cargo on board, by the way, so it's not fully empty. Okay, let's just arm the autopilot straight. Hooray. So let's go to 1. Wow, rapid takeoff. Okay, it's a bit overkill. Off with retractables and turn offs as well. Wow. Okay, arm VNav. And yeah, flaps are up. Good. So yeah, it's really like a quick hop to Hurghada. So actually, to be honest, ladies and gents, I were on a flight like this, like maybe 10 years ago or something. So, when I was a little child or like a teenager, and we did like. Yeah, it was a holiday when me and my family were on holiday at Sharm el Sheikh, and we did yeah. Let me just think a bit. So yeah, we departed from Budapest and Yeah, I have it. So we landed at Sharm el Sheikh, and then we were on the back flight. We did like so we flew from Sharm el Sheikh to Kaaba. It's a city of Jordan, and we landed there. Some people have boarded actually, and some are deboarded. So yeah, as far as I remember. And yes, so and that's how we got back to Budapest. So it was pretty strange route, but it was nice because you can experience like 2 landings and 2 takeoffs if you are flying a route like this. So anyways, soon we will reach, and now we reach the transition altitude. We are going to switch our things of the lights and see you on the approach at Hurghada. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, approaching the runway, and actually for some reason it's got a little steep. So I am trying to correct it with some headings, and hopefully I can work it out right. But now I'm going to extend down flaps 5 since we are below the speed limit, and I'm trying to yeah, there is the glide, and I'm trying to get it back with this action. Okay, so if I am a little like messed up and silly in these videos, that's because my life is happening all the time, and I have some household tasks to do here, and yeah, so that's the only reason if I'm a little bit like all over the place. But now localizer alive, and I'm trying to descend a bit more. You can see the whole airport in front of us. Yeah, and the landing runway is 34 right in this afternoon. Okay, so I'm in the glide slope. It should catch it by now. Yep. Okay, back with the speed brakes. And yes, I told you, Simbreeze Hurghada. And yeah, so here in front of us we can see the aerial checked. We can see the aerial picture of Hurghada. Actually, I've been there like back then, like 10 or 11 years ago, and it was really nice. One of my favorite holidays of all time. Down with the landing gear and stuff like this. Yeah, and I think I can show you that I set somewhere over here, I guess. Yeah, that was somewhere here. This was my place on the aircraft. Okay, so double check TV ref. 133 plus 5 is 138. Okay, we just leave flaps 15 out of it. I love to see this little shadow of the aircraft. And there you can see the hotels and the resorts. That's how I remember the flight. Okay, so 138. Down with flaps 30. Good, now flaps 30 out down, we are stable, and sorry guys, I can't get over how even it's in V3, I think it looks really nice. Oh god. Just look at it in the shadow of the aircraft. Oh holy shit. Definitely a picture. And a real quick pic from here. Just like that, okay. Now we have to focus on the landing.
1,000.
Because, yeah, it's 1000, so we have to, like... Yeah. So, we have to concentrate on the landing a bit, so auto thrust out, auto pilot out, and try to land this manually since we have an ILS here. And how interesting, you know, that that it's like 100 miles away, and in the same country there on Marsha Alama there was no ILS, and here at Hurghada we have two runways and what the hell, two runways and yeah, two runways and an ILS. So, and I just had to correct the QNH because it's really weird. Okay, but now let's just concentrate a bit. Landing, we're losing the glide. Okay.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Idle the power. And down, speed brakes up. Reverse normal, it was a bit harder than the last one. And decelerating nicely. Here we are at Hurghada 60. Let go of the auto brakes. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hurghada. 26-minute flight. Pretty holy shit, pretty short, you know. So yeah, here is our vacating point. I'm just going to let the plane roll, but also we can do some, like, do the cleanups and something. Done with the trim, done with the back to off with the auto brakes, turn off the landing lights, then the turn offs, turn on the APU. Not like how I did in the Skiatos video. Kidoki, flaps are coming back nice, and there's an Austrian 738. Sadly they are not operating Boeing, like small Boeings like 737s, but hey, we are on IVAO, so why not? Okay, let's just taxi in real quick, and I am going to tell you some final thoughts about this series and stuff like this. Parking right now. That's okay. GSX is showing me the real thing, I guess. Okay, let's just try to park good here. Let's see, can I get the marshaller to dance? Okay, a bit braking. Everything is zero, so hopefully. Down with the engines. On with the APU. And fuel pumps to off. Pitot heats to off. Fuel dumper. Very good parking. Let's see. Will you dance? Yeah! Yay! Come on! Woohoo! an Egyptian martial dancing for me. I think that's the perfect closure for the this holiday destination series. Really nice. Okay, that's a nice feature of GSX though. So yep, and off with the TCAS and off with the anti-collision. With the hydraulics, turn on the APU bleed a bit, since yeah. Okay, window heats to off, and let's get started with the boarding and docked jetway. It has a sound to it as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, until the jetway is docking to the aircraft. Let me just thank you very much for your views and for your patience to see these kind of videos. I really like these series. That's why I wanted to do like a fourth part, a bonus episode. And yeah, very soon, hopefully in 2.5 weeks, I can switch to version 4, and I am trying to plan more flights and more nice videos. And there are, you know, the Quality Wings 787, so expect to see some 787 action. And there are some new places to visit in version 4 as well, so such as the new freshly released Antalya from Justin. So stay tuned for that. And just really quickly, I want to mention to thank you for TVS Virtual for sharing my commentary between Budapest and Burgas. It was a huge honor to me. And yeah, it was a really nice gesture that they shared my commentary on their site. So thank you again, guys, for that. And so yeah, that concludes my holiday destination series with episode 4. And I promise there is no bonus 2 video. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I hope you liked this flight as much as I did. And until the next time, fly safe and take care. Bye bye.